No, I'm busy tonight, actually.
Oh. The fuck?
What's up?
Fuck. Welcome to the Jerry Hot Pants Club podcast. With you as always, Pete.
I'm Chris.
That fucking guy.
Yusuf, yo.
And we have a Bay City eclectic individual. Go ahead and tell everybody who you are.
Al Fatal Kalinowski. I don't care. Say my last name. Doesn't matter.
Fuck him, right? He was trying to hide his identity, but he just fucked that up.
I thought you were Big Ass Fly.
Hi, Al. Welcome.
What's going on?
I don't know. Today, ooh. So is that what was on my thigh? All right, we'll just leave it here. Okay, so today is Monday, August 15th. It is National Leathercraft Day.
Hold up. So we're just gonna go into the episode not saying nothing about the fact that he's dressed like a fly?
Why?
I don't know.
He's dressed like a fly.
What if he just like had a mask
Do
on?
we do anything here that requires explanation? Everything
Okay.
we do, but do we explain anything?
Touche.
No. Okay. National Leathercraft Day. You know what that means?
Leathercraft.
Yeah.
Fine leather goods.
Like the ones you used on me.
Treat yourself.
Okay. National Lemon Meringue Pie Day.
Yep.
National Relaxation Day.
All right.
That's it.
That's a good one.
What are you going to do on Monday, Al? It's National Relaxation Day. What are you going to do today?
Sit a lot. And
Oh, boy. Well, good. Today's episode is brought to you by Chris Satterball's Cottonelle Klingon Cleaners. If you want to keep that butthole clean, use Klingon Clingers. There's only 168 wipes to a pack, and when you're as big as Chris, you need about 350 per day. Okay, so, Al, we've known each other
34 lovely years.
34 years. Wow.
Before we get into anything, bring up the topic of your hair really quick. I don't.
Jesus Christ.
Thank you.
Meep.
And my brother brought up a time when you tried to dye your hair with Kool-Aid and hot sugar.
Yep.
And I don't remember anything from this occasion. So
No, so, yeah, that's where the hair... You guys dared me to do it, and I was like, no. Because...
I wasn't there, but the way he said it, it sounded like a horror story of them taking the pot and just trying to whip the sugar out of it onto your head.
No, I wasn't very enthusiastic about the whole shebang, but I said I'd do it because I'm a whore for a joke, and it was just real shitty. And then Schumann's mom was like, you look like a fucking... I'm paraphrasing. You look like a fucking idiot. And she had red hair dye, so she... like washed all that crap out of my hair, and there was still some red in it, and then it came out actual red, and it looked like natural.
Yeah, that's the only thing that I cared about. I'm like, who let you guys use the stove?
We were like 15. Or 14, 15, something like
And
that.
should not have been allowed to use the stove.
I'm still not allowed to. So when you and your brother just recently talked about this?
Yeah, I said I was coming on, and I'm like, what are we going to say? And he brought that up. I'm like, I don't remember that at all.
Yeah, it was you and me, and I know Joe Richard was there, and
I don't think it was there. I kind of remember you having red hair for like a day or two, and that's it.
well, then high school started like right after that. I think you were still in 8th grade at the time. But we never went to school together anyway. We just grew up in the same neighborhood, so that's how I got to know him. What I remember the first day I met you, you popped out of the fucking bed of Josh Klein's dad's truck at that house on Stanton and 25th Street, or 25th Street.
Okay.
And you had giant fucking curly hair.
Probably.
You looked like a thinner version of Chunk from the Goonies. I mean, I was Chunk, but whatever. So, anyway, Al's got some stories. Al is a Bay City staple. He's been around here his whole life, just like me. And when you live in this town for as long as we have, you come across unique people, places, things, and you kind of find your own way to survive here. And you kind of got to be like 2 parts asshole, 1 part goofball.
And a little Polish.
Yeah, a little. Al's a lot Polish.
What, we're going right into that? Just
Yeah, we're going to. So, yeah, what do you mean that? Like,
just stories. You're like, tell crazy stories.
well, so what is it? So you brought this video out here. You know, share
All right.
share with the folks at home something that you do with your spare time that keeps you busy.
I sell stuff online. I mean, a lot of people sell stuff online.
We're trying
Mainly VHS tapes. But, you know, people will say, I'll make up excuses that, I just do it because, you know, I don't want to work a lot and stuff. And I don't know. I don't want to be, I don't want to work full time. So
Yusuf's smiling, right? That's it. We don't want to work full time either. That's why we're doing this.
100%.
So, do you make decent money doing this?
yeah, I was up until this year. And now they came out with a tax, and I don't feel like dealing with this new tax. So I've been trying to slow down on it. And
A tax, you say, stifling your income.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So, what do you got for us, Chris? What are you going to lead into?
Those 87,000 new IRS agents are on your ass, boy. This is some
man.
bullshit.
Fucking cocksucker.
So it used to be you can sell 20,000 up to 20,000 online through PayPal and such, and you didn't have to claim it. You didn't have to.
So were you doing those kinds of numbers previous to?
No, I came pretty close. I probably did 15 to 17
Jesus.
around that a couple years, and now they dropped the threshold down to 600, and if you exceed 600, then they're gonna tax you.
What the fuck?
So
That's like nothing.
yeah,
Yeah.
That's for shoes.
Oh, no. The fucking 87,000 IRS agents are to tax the rich, though. Make sure the rich are paying their fair
Is
share.
this a thing? This is
But they're going to fucking make sure anyone who makes $600 is fucking paying Uncle Sam.
Yeah.
seriously?
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's we'll come back around to that. at a
Let me
different-
introduce you to my friend Bitcoin.
Oh God, here we go. So, Al, I got to ask. These guys might have some questions for you in regards to like what it was like growing up with me.
Has he always been retarded?
I mean a little bit.
Well, thanks. What do you?
Does he have one of those like Homer Simpson moments where somebody put a crayon up in his brain and it's still up there?
He's just
Did he
full
eat
of
crayons?
white person.
What?
Full of
Full of white?
Yeah, just
The white.
a lot of white guy.
Yes, indeed. Yeah.
He's trying to say I ain't got no soul.
What I really want to know about is what's with the getup?
the Fly outfit?
Yeah.
The Fly. You never seen The Fly?
Oh, I've seen The Fly, but he never actually, he like turned into...
You've had this thing over 10 years, haven't you?
Longer, since my firstborn, so 17 years.
Okay.
And
Who fucking keeps a costume for 17 years?
Where are you
I
going to
don't-
get
it's,
another one?
it's kind of pricey. And it's always
You're definitely
cold.
Polish.
It's always cold for Halloween around here, so I mean, I've bought stuff in the past, and then it just gets cold and snows and rains, and so I pull this one back out, and then all your profile pictures start becoming me in the fly suit, and so when I sell online, people are buying from me, and they see the guy in the fly suit, so I figured I'd put the fly suit on and let them see who they're buying from.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. Okay. The fly suit guy.
He is the fly suit guy. He also had a death couch, right?
Yep.
The death couch was in the garage of his house. It's not what you think. I know what Yusuf's thinking. It's not like a Middle East death couch, but
Okay.
like this is. Well, can I say that? or am I going to get fucking censored again?
The
Fill
death
people,
couch.
fill people in on what it was.
I bought a house. There was a white couch in the garage. I partied around this couch and I started drawing on it. Then MySpace happened and I took pictures of it. And I took a picture of a band's logo that I drawn on it. They're like, awesome, cool. We're going to put you in our top friends. Because
That was the thing.
I miss top friends. I want to subjugate people back to, fighting for a spot.
We miss you, Tom.
I miss
Tom
you.
from MySpace.
And then it just grew from there, and I just kept drawing band logos on there, and they would send me free stuff, and getting more top friends, and
Sweet.
Hell yeah.
He was an internet sensation before there were internet sensations.
and then MySpace died, and it died, and
R.I.P. MySpace.
Do you still? I know. Did you take the death couch with you when you left there?
I took it to Florida with me, and I brought it back, and then I don't know. Then I had to grow up and get a grown-up couch, and I gave the couch away. Now it's somewhere in Essexville.
Oh, so it's still kicking though?
I think so. I don't know.
I think
If you've seen the death couch or know where it is, let us know.
yes. Please dial 1-989. What's your phone number, Chris? You give it out for your work. I mean, fuck.
I'm not on here.
Okay, yeah.
I'm not putting my work number
Yeah, so-
on here.
So
Yeah, no,
it's in a trailer park in Essexville somewhere.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, well, there's only one or two out there, so it shouldn't
Really
be
close.
Got a bunch
Saginaw Bay, huh?
got a bunch of meth
Yeah,
friends in it now.
you are right. You are correct, sir. Okay, so
That's the spot.
you guys got any other questions? There's got to be something you're dying to know from a guy in a fucking fly suit who's lived in Bay City for.
Have you ever tried to smash any of your girls wearing that?
Is that thing got a dick hole in it?
Does it got a dick hole?
I mean, the pants come off pretty easy.
Okay.
No. They got to stay on.
No, that's like I've heard that story a lot.
It took me
I'm just
4
gonna
years to
hold
bang
my
a
penis
girl
out through
dressed
the
as
hole.
Batman, and I finally ended up doing it. I got to bang Raggedy Ann like a day after Halloween, and I was just ecstatic. I had won. I had been trying for years. I'm like, I just want to bang a bitch dressed as Batman, and then I could die happily, and then it happened.
Bro,
Times. I don't know if you had any kind of aspirations like that.
There were some occasions where I wore it far too long, and I would have it on for like 8 hours, and
ooh, Famunda.
some ladies were following me. And, I wouldn't take it off, and like Batman, you can't reveal yourself.
100%.
So it would have ruined it for them, and they would quit following me.
You
once
like
I
the
took
Bay
my
City,
mask off.
the tick from Bay City, though.
Sure.
But he's the fly man.
Spoon.
Yeah.
I've also,
Heroin
I've
spoon.
graced Harpo's in Detroit stage with it on, and
Oh, shit.
but it was an opening band, and I'm like, oh man, I'm gonna put this on. I'm gonna like jump off the stage. But if you've been to Harpo's and you've seen that stage, once you get up there, it's like 12 foot tall, and I'm like, no, I'm not. There's like 10 people in the crowd, all scattered out, and I'm like, there's nobody to jump on. Not gonna happen. Just gonna stand up here until the show's done. And
Speaking of shows, there's something. So, when we were kids, our parents really let us get into wrestling in a big way, right? We were huge wrestling nuts as children. I remember there was one time we got a pay-per-view at the house, and, back then, you had to go, I think, get a special box or something.
Yeah, I remember that.
And you had to take it home. And so when you plugged it in, it would say the title of whatever the pay-per-view was, and it'd have a countdown timer on it. And we were sitting in front of that countdown timer like all fucking day long, like 9 hours to go, and we're just sitting there eating chicken wings and fucking Doritos. They had just come out with Cool Ranch Doritos. Biggest fucking thing ever, right? And this guy was there the whole time. Like, we love that shit. So then as we got into our teenage years and in high school, these guys were doing wrestling like in their backyards all the time. Justin's house, Ben Batzer's front yard, right?
R.I.P.
R.I.P. Ben, yeah. It's a sad one.
Yeah. Backyard wrestled a lot. I mean, if you didn't, I guess you're out of our age bracket with Tom Green and Jackass, and it just all kind of fit. And
yeah, hitting each other over the head with shit and kicking each other in the balls was definitely like our formative years, for sure.
So
that's why our responses are
so
slow.
backyard wrestling. That's where the nickname Fatal came from. That was my wrestling name
because it was Fat Al.
Yeah. So probably what, age of 13 up until 19 or so, I backyard wrestled. We tried to get you to come out a couple times, but you weren't having it. I think you came and watched once, but you knew we were up to no good. And
it was violent. It was so like
get you up in there and try to pick you up like Andre the Giant and stuff. And
yeah, Wilson tried once and he hurt himself. And I don't know. I just remember Justin laying on the ground and people repeatedly kicking the fucking fence into his head. Definitely got concussed that day, and he just got up and walked around and like breaking flooring tiles over his head, ceramic flooring tiles over his head repeatedly. I'm like, these guys are going to hurt, and I'm a big pussy. So I didn't know. I came out a few times, but what I really want to ask, right, and you brought this up. I wasn't going to bring it up. You brought it up.
Okay.
Share the downtown Bobo Brown story. And by the way, guys, this is the kind of stuff that happens to Yusuf on the daily. Go ahead.
Okay. So we're a couple of 16-year-old kids. 1999, AOL was cool. I guess if you're a wizard, you could somehow figure out how to talk to people on AOL. And so wrestling buddy, we'll go with Blanco was his wrestling name. He was talking to downtown Bobo Brown over AOL, and he was like, I can come, Blanco's said, I can come take pictures of your wrestling show, and we can be like press if you can get us in. This is a show that's going to be at the Bay City Community Center. So big deal there.
Yeah. I went to one of those really coked up ones. It wasn't cool.
So the guy agrees to it, and we go to the community center, and we get in for free, and then during intermission we all go out in the car and smoke, and start talking, and we mention Beyond the Mat is coming out in theaters in a couple weeks, but it's only showing in Detroit, and we really wanted to see it, and downtown Bobo Brown pipes up and says, well, I live in Detroit. You guys can, come down in a couple of weeks, stay with me. We can go watch the movie and stuff. And so Blanco later plans it out, and it's all set to go. We're going to go down to Detroit and stay with a wrestler all weekend. Just 3 16-year-old kids going to hang out with a 29-year-old wrestler named Downtown Bobo Brown.
That's what the fuck I'm talking about.
He kind of looks like Bad News Brown, which he modeled his name after. I don't know if you've seen Bad News Brown. You try to look up show a picture of Bad News Brown over here or something. He was in the WWF. And then, all right, so Blanco borrows his cousin's Corvette, so we get the ride down to Detroit in style.
I never knew that part.
Yeah. I mean, he had a really crappy S10 Ford truck, and no way we were going to make it to Detroit in that. So Blanco's dad escorts us down there because, we're 3 16-year-old kids going to Detroit back in 1999 when we had no cell phones. We had an address and a phone number. And so like, hey, we're going to go down here. Here's an address. And pull up to a fairly normal-looking house. It turns out it's downtown Bobo Brown's parents' house. And, so our escort leaves. He's like, "Oh, this is where you're gonna be." Okay, he takes off, and then we head off to see Beyond the Mat, which was an awful movie to watch when you're a 16-year-old kid. Super boring. They just talk about how wrestling's real and stuff, and it sucked. It's a documentary.
Okay, all right, damn. See, now I want to watch it. You've definitely painted the picture. I'm intrigued.
Watch Dark Side of the Ring.
That's good.
Yeah, I've seen that one too.
Oh yeah.
This is shitty,
That was
shitty
G,
Dark
huh?
Side of the Ring.
At the time, they probably still weren't ready to talk about certain things, huh?
No, neither was he. You get into the
Right.
meat of it. Get into the meat of this.
What happened at Bubba Brown's house? Do you recall the events?
All right, so we watched the movie, and then we're like, we're gonna go back to the house, and we end up going to some high rise. He has a little 1-room bedroom apartment.
Okay.
And the plan was we're going to stay there all weekend. We show up there Friday night, watch the movie. We're going to party all day Saturday. And then Sunday, we're going to go to another wrestling event in Detroit and see like some extreme wrestling matches and, get backstage access to it and all that good stuff. A full wrestling weekend, for a couple kids. It sounded awesome. So, we get back there. We drink and smoke and hang out and party for a while. Talk about wrestling. We're hanging out with a wrestler. It's awesome. I'm sure I was getting all drunk and asking him goofy wrestling questions and stuff. And,
Was there all guys here? Was there girls?
all guys.
Was there any popcorn?
3 16-year-old kids, and I don't know his age exactly. I'm going to say 29 to 32. He was maybe in there.
Did you see any titties?
No.
Yusuf,
What?
there
And
was
so-
no women.
I'm ascertaining as much. But there was no Code Red Mountain Dew or Funyuns? Just
Code Red
I don't think
Mountain
it was
Dew didn't exist yet.
invented
I don't fucking know, man.
All right, so
Go ahead, Al. Go ahead.
so the night went on, and then I was hanging out with him in the back room, or his bedroom, and talking wrestling, and
As one does.
yeah, with a wrestler,
As one does.
and we lock eyes, moment of silence, and he just looks at me and goes, "So what you want to do now?" You want me to suck you off?
And then did he say first put on this outfit?
No outfit at the time. And I
I
don't.
was like, this guy has to have a twisted, really dark end at the end.
Okay.
and all this whole time we didn't go, "Hey, this guy's name is Downtown Bubba Brown." Never sunk in.
Oh, he go downtown.
So how was the blowjob?
So you ended up leaving his compound unscathed, though, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sadly, I turned him down for his feelings.
That's why he never got invited again. He's like, this fucking 16-year-old played me. It's bullshit. Touche.
There's so much wrong with that story all the way around. And are we any better for laughing at it?
It seemed very real.
It's bragging rights now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
because
a rite of passage now.
He didn't
Yeah.
want to. He didn't want to suck off my buddies. So
He was looking out.
he knew who had goods.
This guy's gonna message us.
who was the third one there with you?
Rigor mortis.
What the?
Jose.
Oh, okay. Okay, now that makes sense. All right.
Yeah. He didn't want none of that.
I remember a part of the story of them waking up and you had your shoes on already and you're like, all right, we got to go.
We gotta go.
I didn't sleep. So. So I was probably drinking vodka. And I don't know, I just straight sobered up, and I had a little pocket knife, and I just laid there on the floor with a pocket knife until the sun came up. I had to let Blanco sleep off his buzz so he could drive us back out of there from Detroit.
Did they believe you when you told them the story?
Like 5 minutes after it happened, I took rigor mortis in the hallway. I'm like, man, he just tried to suck me off.
Oh my God, that's real? That really happened?
Yeah, that really happened.
Oh God, I thought you were just bullshitting.
No.
Be quiet. Okay, time out. Yusuf? Okay.
I did have the big clunky straight the VHS camcorder with me the whole time. So
And you couldn't get that on camera?
Not that exact moment. No, but
Would you just say that to me again? Hold
the
on.
hallway part is.
You were 16. He was 29. Do you
Yes.
remember? Did you say something to him when he asked you? Did you respond,
It's probably weird. He probably just said something.
or did you just go?
Not
Yeah.
Probably just him and
How about next time? Not today though.
tried to politely say no.
Yeah. How do you politely say no to a blowjob? I gotta ask. Hold on.
Probably
Let's put my
straight up
girlfriend
just
on the phone.
walked out of the room.
Do you want to put her on the phone?
Let's put her on the phone.
Put her
real
on the
quick.
phone.
I'm just playing. She's at work.
Don't put random people on the phone. It does
we
not
learned
go
that
well.
That doesn't work. That doesn't work.
Oh yeah. She's gonna start cussing me out and saying all the dirty shit. I ask her to do that. She never does.
Do you know why she doesn't do that stuff? Because you're an asshole.
I think it's just because I ask for so much.
No, it's because you're an asshole. If I was your girlfriend, I wouldn't ever let you see me naked.
Bro, next time you're alone with her, just go up to her and be like, "Hey, you want me to suck you off now?" See what she said.
She'll probably say yeah.
Do you get pegged, Yusuf?
No, we're gearing up to that, but she's very violent.
I know she is. I've seen that shit go down at your house. Okay, Al.
All right, you're here in a fly suit, Al.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're talking. Wow, it gets deep in here, but not really. So
Feels normal for me to have.
yeah, Al's been weird.
These are the hottest pants I have. So I had to go with the hottest pants.
Hot pants.
Got hot
Remember to
pants.
hit that like, subscribe, share shit, but share this shit. Share the fuck out of it. This guy here, he's sharing it. That's why we got him on the show.
Yep. And if find a copy of Beyond the Mat, they're worth about $4.
Oh man. So I wanted to talk a little bit about 80s horror with you too, because we grew up in that era and we grew up on that shit, you know?
80s horror. Shout out Madonna. Oh, wait.
Horror.
I'm sorry, Madge. I love
So
you.
hold on, real quick. Who's your go-to 80s horror?
Me?
Yes.
Halloween.
So Michael Myers.
Yep.
All right, moving down.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Leatherface, and you.
The Shining.
The Shining.
That was
That's
70s.
No, 1980.
Is it?
Think so.
It's all 80s.
Chainsaw Massacre
so who
comes
exactly
out.
then? Jack
I
Nicholson.
think Chainsaw Massacre is like 74, 76.
Ooh, yeah, that is.
Yeah, but all the sequels for like Friday the 13th and Elm Street are all
80s and the 90s.
yeah.
Yeah, that's my go-to.
So
is,
like early
Freddy.
90s, late 70s is all the same. When I think of 80s horror, though, I think of slasher flicks and titties.
Yeah.
Titties.
That's why we grew up on that shit.
Yeah, the first boobs I seen was with Pete.
Right.
You were right, 1980. Oh, it was? Really?
Halloween at the State Theater.
Yes.
I was probably 10.
Yes.
Because
9, 10.
remember, there was no internet, and you needed to find somebody with a stash of Playboys, hopefully hustlers, and to see titties when I was like 10. So,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like Jason movies, you were like I'm
Notorious for titties. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably a lot of the first was all horror movies
Mm-hmm.
to see boobs.
Remember I think it was Joe
And
who got
National
thrown into
Geographic.
that wall in your brother's room, and it created that hole in the wall.
Yeah.
that we used to climb in and fucking be stupid in.
Yep. There's still
It's still there.
still probably full of some magazines too.
Yeah, there were tons of mags in there. Tons.
In the wall?
Yeah. No,
lobby?
they put them in there after
Oh.
that point. After that, but the hole was so big that my fat ass could fit in it at the time.
It was basically a doorway.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Narnia.
So,
Horror.
one that I think it was either you or your brother, Chopping Mall. Remember that one with the robots in the fucking shopping mall?
Yeah, I've watched it not too long ago. I don't remember it from back in the day, but yeah, just robots in a mall.
With
I-
laser
it's-
beams and shit.
It's fine. It's not the best.
It's
Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
one of the greats.
Oh my god.
One of the fucking greats.
Critters. Remember Critters?
Yeah. Critters. We watched all of those like on one. We used to do like all-nighters on the weekend.
Mask guy.
I still till this day will dream about Freddy Krueger, but it doesn't bother me anymore.
Does he
now
fuck
that I'm
you up?
older. No, he just basically chases me all my dream, and until I force myself to wake up. But now it just doesn't bother me anymore because I'm aware that it's a dream now. Like when I see him, I'm like, "Fuck, I'm dreaming."
I got that with Gremlins. I think Gremlins was one of the first scary movies I watched, and
Gremlins had me afraid of the
vivid
dark
horror,
for a while.
vivid nightmare of Gremlins, of playing hide and go seek and hiding under a table, and there's a gremlin under there.
When I was
And
a
the
kid,
nightmare.
if you said Gizmo to me, I'd flip out.
Gizmo.
I don't know why.
It was so cute, though.
Yeah, Gizmo was cute. That's some goddamn gremlins.
So
So look like him.
80s horror movies, we're always gonna think of Friday the 13th, Nightmare on Elm Street, Child's Play, Halloween.
Child's Play. I never liked those movies. Those I didn't like.
The Child's Play never made sense to me.
It's
Serial
not.
killer trapped in a doll, right?
Yeah.
And right around the time they were selling My Buddy dolls too.
Yeah, I had 'em, my buddy. I have.
So did I.
There's people that are scared of dolls, like to this day. Dolls are creepy.
Yeah,
it's a
I-
phobia.
They are.
I don't fuck with those porcelain dolls. Period. Period. Got
Yeah.
some porcelain dolls somewhere, I'm straight.
Little kids in horror movies are definitely creepy.
Oh,
Malachi from fucking what's it called? Children of the Corn.
yeah.
That motherfucker.
What are your top 3 '80s horror flicks, Al?
Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2, Bad Taste,
Bad Taste.
Peter Jackson's Bad Taste.
That's amazing.
Not really a horror, just more gore. I like the comedic gore stuff.
Yeah. Yep. That's like an eighth of my personality is that stuff.
And I don't know. Dead Alive, another Peter Jackson. I don't think it's 80s. I think it's 90s.
Yeah, that's 90s. So you got to pick another 80s.
Early 90s is still like 80s genre, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a little bleed over. I'll give you that. You've never seen Bad Taste, Yusuf?
Blood Diner.
Blood Diner.
I think it's 80s. Another comedic gore. Not really scary. Just it's funny and bloody.
But I mean, we'll amend it to say slasher
If you
genre.
went to go rent it back in the 80s, it would have been in the horror section.
Yeah, and you couldn't find it. It was never on the shelf. Like a Broadway video or. Have you ever seen Bad Taste?
I don't think so.
They blow up a fucking sheep for no reason.
Like in real life? Like to film it?
Oh, hey, baby. You have this movie makes no sense yet perfect sense. You have to see it. It was like filmed over years on the weekends when they had money to do it
Yeah.
in New Zealand, and it's just an alien invasion kind of thing. And
Yep.
it's
Oh, that's what I was going to ask. Is Alien a horror movie?
Sci-fi.
It's sci-fi,
Sci-fi.
but is it horror too? Because it's scary.
I count it. as
Because you're
horror.
like
Yeah.
you're like scared of the alien, right?
it like you saw Signs, right? When that motherfucker, there, everybody talks about the scene where he comes out of the bush, right, in front of all those little kids.
It's good.
For me is when Mel Gibson is sitting there talking to his daughter, and he like briefly glances out the window and he sees that fucking hulking silhouette on the roof of the house right next door, the building right next door out the window. That terrified the shit out of me. Yeah. I would not. I was 22 years old. I wouldn't look out my windows at night. I just like, nope. Anything looks like a shadow on, because he showed it so fast. that I had to rewind it and be on time with the button to freeze it. And then when I did, I was like, Jesus Christ, you know? That movie scared me. It fucking, like...
Is Jaws a horror movie? It's scary.
Yes.
You're scared. I mean, it's some other things too, right? Like it could be thriller, right? But it's like you're scared. People were scared of going in the water,
yeah,
right?
I was afraid
after
of the water.
Jaws, right?
I would not go...
I wouldn't even go in the river.
I
I was like,
afraid.
there's sharks in the river.
Those fucking freshwater sharks will get you.
Yeah, freshwater
river
toilet sharks.
River shark.
Freshwater toilet sharks will bite your dick off, dude.
They've made a toilet shark movie, House Shark.
Oh my god.
So after all the Sharknadoes, yeah, there's a house shark out there.
There was X-Files there was one episode where this creature comes out of the toilet and goes up your butt, and that had me afraid of the toilet for a while.
Thought you'd be sitting on it more.
Took me a minute.
Yeah, so like signs on VHS, you find signs on VHS, it's only worth $1. So don't pay more than $1.
I know. I posted it into this group chat.
Is that what you put? Okay,
Yeah.
Yusuf, you are the father.
Okay.
Okay, so
Hey, in the first Friday the 13th, his mom's the killer, right?
Yes.
And then when does he get his mask in the second one?
not the
Third
the
one?
third one.
Third
Yeah,
one,
third
right?
one.
He's got
Third
a
or
bag
fourth.
on his head in the second one, right?
Actually, I think it's third or fourth one. No, fourth one he's gone. Third one is when he gets the mask. Yeah.
I don't like Friday the 13th.
Yep.
I don't like the.
It doesn't make sense to me. Friday the 13th doesn't make sense.
I don't like that he's special ed, just like Michael Myers. I don't like when the killer is, on
Michael
the-
Myers isn't special ed though.
Yeah, he
he's
is.
psychotic.
No, he's not.
He's on the spectrum. You see him as a little kid in the first one. He's just standing there blankly.
Yeah,
He's
because
definitely on the
This is the
spectrum.
embodiment of pure fucking evil. That
Yeah.
was like the mythology behind all of it.
I don't care.
he's just sitting there doing calculations. But Jason was from top to bottom handicapped.
Yeah, he's Sloth's little
Yeah.
brother.
Of which I don't know how how you go from harmless to just absolute fucking god of destruction.
Ask Callie. That was a reference to.
Even Leatherface, he's kind of another slow guy, but I bend the rules for him.
For who?
Leatherface.
For Leather,
Yeah, wait a minute.
Leatherface
That's your
is.
favorite. Yeah,
He's slow.
definitely.
Yeah,
You double
Especially with
standard
all
ass
their,
motherfucker.
all the remakes, they really point it out. They're like, "Oh, he was a troubled kid." And
Well, see, and I think maybe part of why you're feeling this way is because of Rob Zombie's horse shit. They tried to paint Rob Zombie's remake of Halloween was fucking stupid because I don't want you to make me sympathize with this motherfucker.
I liked it.
Of course you did. It's
just opposed to Freddy and Hellraiser.
Hellraiser was amazing.
You can hold a conversation
Hellraiser,
with
oh
them.
my god. Hellraiser till this day has me a little weird.
Yeah, it should.
Because that shit is terrifying. That whole fucking, the way they explain, you fuck around and find out, and the hell fuckers are going to come get you.
Shouldn't open the box.
Remember
Yeah.
Lord of Illusions?
Not really. I mean, no.
Lord of
I know I've
Illusions.
seen it.
It had Scott Bakula in it. TV Sam Beckett from Quantum Leap.
See, they're coming out with a new Quantum Leap. Looks awful.
Are they really? Really?
Yeah, they're going to kill it.
No, they're not.
Yeah, fuck that.
Just like they tried redoing MacGyver.
Yeah, MacGyver was shit too. I watched the first 2 seasons of it, and I'm like, yeah, this is not the same.
Why would you get through this? Were you still doing dope?
Yes.
That explains it. Okay. So,
we'd even mentioned that I have the sobriety check of approval for Jerry Hot Pants.
yeah.
Which
Yeah.
I am
How long when's the last time you had smoked some weed there?
6 years and 8 months.
Good for you. When's
Oh, congrats. Hell yeah.
Hey, quit drinking too, right?
Yep. Quit drinking the Natty Light. I should have known right then, 5 years before I did quit that I had a problem when I'm like, Yes, buy the Natty Light. I like the taste.
Yeah, if you're drinking Natty Light or Milwaukee's Best, you might have a problem.
Yeah.
Real.
There's
deal.
also another reason why I wanted to talk about selling and VHS, because I owe selling VHS to my sobriety. You know, that's what I dove into and
Stay busy.
yes, kept busy. I didn't do meetings and stuff or get any outside help. I just started selling and didn't quit.
Just kept your hands busy and stayed active.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Now, Al here is a father of two.
Yes.
What? How old are they both now?
About to be 17 and 7.
Jesus Christ. I can imagine how it makes you feel, but that makes me feel old.
It's
Jesus Christ.
it's good though, you know.
What's worse, seeing your parents, like having somebody come up to you at school and say, "Hey, I seen the porno with your mom in it yesterday," or, "Hey, I seen your dad wear that fly outfit yesterday." Which one is worse?
The porn's worse.
Now, with all these VHS tapes, have you ever ran across somebody's homemade, old school 1980s bush porn?
No, but
He said that so disappointingly. Like,
yeah,
no.
I buy every unlabeled blink tape I see.
Yeah.
If the price is right. And,
Right.
I found, Debbie Does Dallas at like Cat's Meow for 10 cents.
Really? Put that back out there.
But yeah, it's finding homemade porn is a big deal in the VHS community. Everybody's always talking about it and hoping that somebody finds it.
The
And when they
VHS
do, they're like,
community?
"Oh,
Does it go straight to like BitTorrent? People, you're just fucked. It's out there.
Usually the first words out of somebody's mouth is like, put it on Pornhub, put it on Pornhub.
Oh,
Is this
man.
Make
VHS
me a
community
bootleg.
a thing?
Yeah, it's probably 15,000, 20,000 diehards in the VHS community.
VHS community?
Yeah.
So think about it like, vinyl collectors.
I buy vinyl.
I don't sell on eBay. It's all straight through the collectors groups on Facebook.
Okay. How can somebody find you to purchase anything from you? Are you going to have this, your profile picture as the Flyman?
I had the Flyman up for
Years.
Okay, all right.
Probably the whole time I've been selling VHS.
So you guys have heard it here. If you guys want to buy a good VHS tape, but you're not going to find anything that's homemade, definitely.
The main groups are, VHS Misfits, VHS Collectors Unite, Planet VHS Horror. Pretty much look up horror VHS on Facebook. You're gonna find a collectors group.
Okay. That's how you find them, gang.
Yeah, but I ain't selling that much this year. I just sold last week, but I just maxed out went up to my PayPal limit there, so I didn't get taxed. And then then I'm gonna use my mom's PayPal and max hers up to $5.90, and I'm gonna use my brother's and max his up to $5.90.
I'm proud of you.
And we ain't paying taxes.
Hell yeah, we ain't paying shit.
It's worse for me because
Don't raid me, please.
I get all that good free government stuff, and I don't want to give that back. If you claim these taxes, they're pretty much going to ask you, well, are you a business? I think even if you don't say you're a business, you're still claiming self-employment, and it's all going to work towards your free stuff from the government.
Let's not say too much here. Let's not say too much.
Yeah.
The government. And
Government.
the government stuff that I don't want to give back. I just give me money and let me keep the free stuff too.
Okay, so before we dip on out of here, Al, it's been fun kind of talking about stuff from...
I guess we'll do one more.
Okay.
One more. Let me get this.
Okay.
Let's go.
This is going to be terrible, but okay.
All right.
I don't even know what he's going to
It's
say.
not that bad. So I remember going over to your house one day, and you have posters on your wall.
Yeah.
What kind of posters did you have on your wall? Like Ghostbusters,
Terminator
RoboCop.
2, RoboCop.
And I think you had a poster of a kitty and a puppy from like Wendy's or something.
Yes, I did.
And
I was fucking 11 or 12 years old, but let's not forget that anyway.
Well, it was there. But anyways, you had put yellow sticky notes over the eyeballs on all your posters.
Because I was afraid they were watching me when I got undressed. I just had this impending fear that like anything that had, because certain pictures, when you walk by, it looks like that. Yeah, right? I was absolutely terrified. Thanks for bringing that to light. It's pretty
stands
subtle.
out to me so much. I'm like,
yeah, that's not creepy.
I was pretty damn young, and I'm like, what's up with this guy? It's a little kitty.
Fuck those cats. That's where all my problem with cats come from. Like all the posters I had in my room, I chose except that one my mom put up there. It's like you got to have something in here that's nice.
Dude, he likes to see me do some shit.
That's why he's looking at you like that and like, this motherfucker. I honestly forgot about the Post-it notes.
Yeah, sorry I had to bring that one up.
No. Actually,
I thought it was good.
There's so many more
that is pretty good.
In clean taste.
That's funny.
I could have said a lot worse.
Yeah, you could. There's so much more that's terrible, like me shitting my pants or what. I mean, there's just so
How many of these stories do you have, sir?
Poop pants stories? Millions, bro. I got enough to fill a fucking book. If there's a quota that needs to be met, I exceeded it 13 years ago.
Yeah, I remember playing on a snowbank at the bank with you, and you just stood there for a while, and I'm like, "What's up, Pete?" And you're like, "I shit my snowsuit."
I mean, it didn't go down exactly like that, but it went down exactly like that. Yes,
hit the cold air and just froze there.
Yeah.
Within the cheeks.
Two things I eat for energy and gut health. And when I've been eating like shit the last couple of weeks because I've been taking that time off from the gym. And
dude, he sits down last night and he pulls out a bag of gummy worms, then a bag of fucking combos, and he's just like, "I've been eating like shit, bro." And I'm like, "Yeah, you don't look. You're getting flabby, bro." I am, so that's why I can say it with love.
Should we show the posters? Should we show the whole fly suit? You want to stand up?
Yeah, stand up and give it to him.
Yeah, let's see what you're made of.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. Imagine all of that standing behind you, giving you the business. You know what I'm saying? Come on, ladies. I think I need one of those.
Okay, so this is my alter ego. Al brought us some gifts today for in the studio. This is my alter ego, except when he goes on racist rants, because that's only something that...
Yeah, I was trying to resell posters too, but then they came out with some new thing where if something's longer than like 24 inches, it's another $4 just to ship the thing. So,
some of you guys might not be old enough to remember.
Backstock, I gotta get rid of this backstock.
Yeah.
This girl right here, I don't know, 90% of the male American world from 92 to 94
Tommy
feet off
Lee
to her.
just show his penis again in a post or something.
Yeah.
Something like that.
He put that fucking tree trunk out there for everybody to see.
I've seen memes of, I survived the
Well, nobody was supposed to watch it.
Tommy Lee Jones post of 2022.
Tommy Lee Jones? You're thinking of somebody different.
Or the other...
Not Tommy Lee
Just
Jones.
Tommy Lee. Just Tommy Lee.
All right.
Yeah.
Not the...
If
the old
Tommy
guy.
Lee Jones put his dick on Twitter, man, we'd be in trouble. That's one of the sign of end times right there.
Oh, boy.
That derailed again like it always does. So, well, it's Monday, August 15th. So remember to tip your bartenders and your waitresses. Have your cat spayed and neutered. Yusuf, you actually behaved pretty well today.
There's a goddamn grown-ass man wearing a fucking fly outfit over there who got taken
advantage of.
Yeah, by Benny Blanco or whoever the fuck his name is.
Downtown Bobo Brown, baby.
Downtown Bubble Brown. What the fuck?
I have sent him hate messages on MySpace and Facebook. I remind him and ask him constantly if he still tries to suck off little kids. No reply. No reply and instant blocks. But feel free to ask him.
He's like,
yourself.
That was a really good show we watched, huh? Yeah. You saw that figure four? Yeah.
Stop right there. Stop right there. Stop right there. Stop right. I know where you're going. Everybody at home knows where you're going, so you just don't got to go there, okay? Just stop.
Reverse camel clutch.
All right, for everybody in the studio, have a good Monday.
Peace.
No, I'm busy tonight, actually.